I have witnessed Seville's Holy Week on and off for over 30 years. For a full week every spring, the city reorganizes everything around a tradition that draws in thousands. The origin is not mysterious. Religious processions date back centuries, with believers reenacting the Via Crucis of Christ, the Stations of the Cross, and the meaning to them of the Passion of Jesus. What makes today's Semana Santa so interesting is that in a secular age, Seville continues to live its Holy Week very intensely. It hasn't diminished in the modern age, and it hasn't sold out to tourism, though it attracts everything from day trippers to amateur anthropologists. The two things that keep it alive are participation and meaning. This isn't something the city watches, it's something that it does. Participation begins early, by carrying a candle, putting on a robe, or watching their older siblings rehearse a bugle call. They all learn by example, by doing, and they are all invited to participate. And it's not just a family affair, it's civic. Seville's Hermandades, the brotherhoods, are impressive organizations that cut across social class. Some are rooted in working-class neighborhoods like Triana or the Macarena. Others are closely linked to more traditional or elite communities. But all of them operate year-round as both religious groups and social structures, organizing charity, supporting education, and shaping local identity. And yes, they have political influence and can create change in their city. Semana Santa also supports entire trades. The floats, or pasos, require the work of sculptors, woodworkers, embroiderers, florists, and musicians. Many of these artisan crafts survive solely because of this week. Some workshops work all year for a single night's procession. In that sense, the economy of participation is just as important as the faith behind it. The city itself transforms. Streets close, traffic reroutes, and I often find it hard to get home through dense crowds, uneager to let an apparent tourist disrupt them. People gather in silence, not as spectators but as participants. Even waiting becomes a ritual. To see a float pass by after hours of stillness is to be part of something emotional, communal, and deeply rooted. And yes, Semana Santa also draws tourists, pilgrims, artists, and the simply curious, and some who are cynical. But for locals, it's not a show. It's not designed to be explained, and they don't usually bother. They know it doesn't make sense to outsiders, but it isn't there for them. They can say as much as they want that it is baroque, idolatrous, antiquated, extravagant, and even spooky at times. What I see is that the city smartens up for Semana Santa. Boys please their mothers by putting on suits. Large crowds show reverence for what they're seeing. Young men carry the pasos, boys and girls play in the brass bands. Shoes and instruments are polished, uniforms are impeccable, and the leaders of the procession move anonymously through their city in their way. I've never been drawn to participate in the Semana Santa, but I admire how Sevillanos live it and revive it every year, rightfully unembarrassed in any way, while so many cultures are dissolving into a kind of identityless, consumer-driven sameness. Sevillanos still show what it means to live a tradition, not as nostalgia, not as performance, but as something real, rooted and shared. With many social commentators now asking how young people are alienated from society, Seville answers back in its own way: participation.